Have you ever had that feeling that life is trying to tell you something, but the world around you won't let you listen? Perhaps this isn't a coincidence. Before we dive into this message that could literally change your perspective, do 3 things now. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment with the number 11. This small gesture not only amplifies the energy of this video but also commits you to begin this transformation. And remember, those who are truly chosen will feel that they must watch until the end. Not everyone walking through life perceives what is happening around them. There is a truth that few can see, and it's calling you. If you've made it this far, it's because your soul already knows that something greater is waiting for you. This is not just another video. It is a secret invitation to a transformation that can align you with the divine purpose that has always been waiting for you. And this invitation is not for everyone, it's only for the chosen ones. The big question is, are you ready to answer that call? Because accepting this path means letting go of old beliefs, questioning the illusions created by the system of control, and facing both internal and external resistance. But do you know what happens when you say yes? You awaken a divine energy so powerful that your life will never be the same. In this video, we will explore what it means to be chosen, how to recognize the signs of your spiritual awakening, and most importantly, how to use your intuition to align yourself with your greater purpose. Stay with me until the end, because what comes next could be the turning point you've been waiting for. Since the beginning of time, those who carry the light within them have been called in subtle, almost imperceptible ways. This secret invitation doesn't come obviously. It manifests in moments of silence, in the intuition that whispers when everything seems lost. It's as if the universe is extending its hand and saying, "You are chosen." But the big question is, are you hearing this call? It may come in the form of a dream, an unexpected encounter, or even an unease that won't let you be at peace. The chosen ones know deep down that their lives are not like everyone else's. They feel that they are destined for something greater, something beyond the routines of the system. It's like looking at the world and realizing that you don't completely belong to it. This feeling, which for many is uncomfortable, is actually the sign that the divine invitation has already been made. The decision to accept it, however, is in your hands. And this choice can change everything. Accepting this call means entering a path where each step feels guided by a divine energy. Imagine being lost in a dark forest, and suddenly seeing a light in the distance. This light doesn't force you to follow it, but it draws you in a way you can't explain. This is exactly what the divine invitation does. It awakens in you the need to go beyond, to discover the greater purpose that has already been laid out for your life. However, this call comes with challenges. Many try to ignore it, distracted by the temptations that the system offers to keep them asleep. Comfort, easy promises, the pursuit of external validation. All of these are tests to see if you are truly ready for your mission. Resisting these temptations is the first step to aligning with your divine energy and beginning to walk the path of transformation. And you? Are you hearing this call right now but still hesitating to accept it? Perhaps you're feeling a shiver or unease as you listen to these words. This is not a coincidence. It is the beginning of a spiritual awakening, something that goes far beyond this invitation. Spiritual awakening doesn't happen all at once, nor in a loud, dramatic way. It is subtle, like a distant melody that you begin to hear, but becomes clearer when you choose to silence the noise around you. It's a process that begins with small signs, a synchronicity that catches your attention, a moment when you feel that something is out of place, but at the same time perfectly aligned. These are the first indications that your frequency is changing and you are connecting with your greater purpose. As this awakening happens, the world as you know it begins to change. Things that once seemed normal, like habits or superficial relationships, start to lose their meaning. It's as if a new layer of reality is being revealed. A common example is the discomfort with places or people that used to be part of your life. This doesn't mean you are distancing yourself from everything. It means you are vibrating at a higher frequency, and not everyone will be ready to follow along with you. However, this awakening also brings its challenges. It requires you to face your shadows, your fears, and everything you hide even from yourself. It's a transformative process, but painful. Imagine a butterfly emerging from its cocoon. It doesn't fly immediately. First, it has to struggle to break free, strengthening its wings in the process. That's how spiritual awakening works, a journey of self-discovery that requires courage and patience. But awakening isn't just about looking inward. It's also about the impact you have on the world around you. When your light starts to shine, you become a point of inspiration for others. Without saying a word, your energy transforms environments and touches those who are ready to awaken as well. This is the ripple effect that the chosen ones have on the world, and it begins with the simple act of aligning with your divine path. As you walk through this process, a crucial question arises: how to discern what is true and what is a distraction in the midst of this awakening. The world is full of false promises and temptations that can divert you from your purpose. Let's explore this in the next section. Not every open door is a path to your purpose. The chosen ones need discernment to recognize when an opportunity is genuine and when it is a distraction created by the system. False opportunities appear as shortcuts, promises of quick success, status, or external validation. But in reality, they are like mirages in the desert. They may seem to quench your thirst momentarily, but they only take you farther away from the true source of divine energy. Manipulators are well aware of the power of the chosen and often create situations that appeal to their deepest fears or desires. Imagine a job that seems promising but robs you of your inner peace, or a relationship that appears perfect but disconnects you from your intuition. These are classic examples of traps that shift your frequency towards something not aligned with your higher purpose. Discernment is essential. Ask yourself, is this bringing me closer or further from my divine path? To avoid these traps, it is important to strengthen your connection with your intuition. A simple and powerful practice is to set aside daily moments to meditate or reflect in silence. These moments not only help you hear your inner voice but also bring clarity to distinguish between temptation and alignment. Another practical tip is to observe how you feel about the opportunity. Does it bring peace or anxiety? Follow the peace. Resisting false opportunities can be challenging, especially since they often come dressed as something you've always wanted. But remember, the greatest gifts of your life will not come from easy choices. They will come from your ability to say no to what shines but does not illuminate. This is one of the hardest tests for the chosen, but it is also where they find their true inner power. And when you learn to resist these temptations, something amazing happens. Your energy strengthens, your intuition sharpens, and your mission becomes clearer. It is at this point that the chosen begin to understand the impact of their light on the world. The chosen ones don't need to speak to be noticed. Their presence alone is enough to impact the environment around them. They carry such a powerful energy that it challenges the system and inspires transformation. It's like a flame in a dark room. Their light is impossible to ignore, but it can also provoke discomfort in those still living in the shadows. The mission of the chosen is not to be accepted by everyone, but to bring clarity and show that a new way of living is possible. This influence is not just a privilege, it is a responsibility. When you align your frequency with the divine purpose, every action, thought, and word begins to resonate on a much larger scale. A simple act of kindness, a word of encouragement, or even your posture in challenging situations can transform the energy of those around you. It's like throwing a stone into a lake. The ripples extend far beyond the point of impact. However, carrying this light comes with a price. Not everyone is ready to accept it, and some may even try to extinguish it. That's why the chosen must protect their energy. Practices like meditation, prayer, or even moments of silence are essential to recharge this unique vibration. Think of it as a lamp that needs a constant power source to keep shining. The influence of the chosen goes beyond inspiring individuals. It challenges entire systems. Their light exposes lies, manipulations, and illusions created to keep people trapped. By living in alignment with their mission, they not only become an example but also a threat to everything that isn't authentic. That's why the divine energy they carry is so needed in a world that often fears change. But all of this influence can only be sustained if you learn to fully trust your intuition and divine guidance. The connection with your inner power is what keeps your light shining, even in the face of the greatest challenges. The true power of the chosen ones does not lie in the external world, but within themselves. It is intuition, that calm and steady voice that whispers the way when everything around seems confusing. Trusting this divine energy is what allows the chosen ones to make decisions aligned with the greater purpose, even when logic seems to point in another direction. Ignoring this guidance would be like trying to cross a desert without a compass, possible but at a much greater cost. The connection with intuition doesn't happen by chance, it must be nurtured. Taking daily moments to meditate, practice gratitude, or simply reflect in silence helps align your frequency with the divine path. For example, when facing a tough decision, try asking yourself, does this bring peace to my heart? If the answer is yes, it's a clear sign from your intuition. But if doubt or unrest arises, it might be time to reconsider. It's not always easy to trust this inner voice, especially when the world around you is full of opinions and expectations. Friends, family, or even your own fear may question your choices. But remember, your mission is unique. No one else can understand it like you can. Think about it. Would you entrust a valuable secret to someone who has never lived your story? Intuition is the guardian of that secret, and only you have access to it. In addition to being a personal guide, intuition is also a powerful tool for shaping your reality. Small signs, like the impulse to start a project or the idea to reach out to someone specific, can be the beginning of major changes. These moments, no matter how small they seem, are part of a greater alignment. Respecting these signs is like tuning an instrument to play the melody that only the chosen ones can hear. And here's where everything connects. Trusting your intuition strengthens your inner power and aligns you with the greater purpose. But how can you use this power to transform not only your life but also the world around you? And now we reach the crucial point. Throughout this time, you've heard about the invitation, the awakening, the discernment, and the unique energy that the chosen ones carry. But there is one truth that unites all of this. You are more powerful than you realize. And this power is not something you need to seek outside of yourself. It is already inside you, waiting to be awakened. Take a moment to think, how many times have you felt lost, as if you were walking without direction? And what if I told you that this feeling wasn't a mistake but a sign? A reminder that you have something unique, something that no one else can offer the world. This call you feel is the universe saying, it's time for you to take up your mission. Accepting this call doesn't mean that everything will be easy, but it means that everything will have purpose. Every challenge you face, every moment of doubt, is part of the process of shaping the extraordinary being you were destined to be. You are not a spectator in your own life. You are the protagonist. And every decision you make, every time you trust your intuition, is an affirmation of this power. Now, imagine a world where every chosen one embraced their mission, where the illusions of the system were challenged by authentic people, aligned with the greater purpose. That's the impact you can have. Your light is not just for you, it is a beacon for those still in the darkness. But the question is, are you willing to let your light shine even knowing that it might discomfort some? And this is the decisive moment. You can choose to ignore the call, or you can accept the challenge to live fully as the chosen one that you are. The choice is in your hands. But before you decide, there's one last secret, something that could change everything. Now that you've come this far, the decision is in your hands. The invitation has been made, and the universe is waiting for your response. But ask yourself, how much longer will you ignore the voice of your intuition? How much longer will you allow the distractions of the world to pull you away from the divine purpose that has been exclusively designed for you? What are you waiting for to take action? The journey of the chosen ones is not easy, but it is transformative. Every step you take toward alignment with your mission is a declaration of courage and authenticity. Imagine the impact you can have, not just in your life but in everyone around you. Your light is more needed than ever in a world that insists on living in the shadows. But to shine, you must be willing to face the darkness both inside and outside of you. Now is the time to act. Take a simple first step. Leave a comment sharing the insight from this video that most touched you. Share your experience, because your story may inspire other chosen ones who are still seeking answers. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Together, we can continue exploring truths that free and transform. Remember, you were chosen for a reason. Do not ignore the call. The universe placed you here because it knows you're ready. And now, everything depends on your decision. What will you do from today onward?